Oh. Oh. Swagger. This is kind of aesthetic, isn't it? Like all the wires. This is my DS cable. Oh, I can like make it go in and out of focus. What happens if I turn this light off? Are you guys enjoying this? All right, ready, guys? That looks way worse. We're going back. This is the glass. I like it because one, it makes this sound, and two, it's always empty. See? The secret is I keep an empty glass by my bedside. Do you know why? Because there's no reason. Okay. That's not what you came to see. What you came to see is this. Wow. Oh, my room kind of messy. All right, warning. I'm going to close my closet. Warning. We're about to attempt something very difficult. I am extremely nervous. We're going for the 1 hour intro. So, if your IQ is low, if you have not the strength of character, if you lack the mental fortitude, what is wrong with what is that? I need a haircut. Why is it doing that? If you lack the mental fortitude, that really is going to bother me. There we go. I need a haircut. I need to shave. If you lack the ability to skip, you took a shortcut. To take a shortcut. What's that mean? You cheated not only the game, but also yourself. You didn't improve. You didn't grow. How sad. Something like that. Then go ahead. Skip! Coward, run! Run! Run to the battle. But for all of you who have sound mind and sound character, buckle in, because I have never attempted anything as ambitious as what I'm about to do. The 1 hour intro. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I am relying purely on myself. I have no crutches. I'm walking a tightrope with no trampoline. Net? No net? For this occasion, I'm wearing my patented Team Dreamball shirt that Marcus and I drew in Microsoft Paint. Well, not exactly Microsoft Paint, but you know what I mean. Oh, let me plug my headphones in. Bum. Alright, let's see. I just popped some keys off my keyboard. Still recording. Alright. This is the final intro of the season. I cannot do an intro without my headphones in. Maybe that's why my hair is so bad. I need a haircut. Robbie! Cut my hair, please. This is much better. Oh, I feel so much better. My voice, and here's a challenge for you guys. Your voice sounds much different, as I just learned, with your headphones in versus with them out. I sound completely different if I take my headphones out. It's absolutely unbelievable. I don't know why that is. You can do this at home, but only with parental supervision, or if you're over 18 with grandparent supervision. I'm nervous. I don't want to talk about the match just yet. I'll do a team builder before the match begins. But honestly, guys, it's just you and me. We're just hanging out. I have some thoughts that I want to share. But yeah, we're going to do like team builder and talk about the match before the match. That'll be in roughly 1 hour. Emvee and I agreed to play at 8:30. So here's what happened. Emvee said, let's play at 9. And I said, Emvee, I have stuff to do. I can't do 9. And he was like, okay, let's do 8:30. And I was like, 8:30 is still really bad. Can you do like 6? And he was like, no, but I can do 8:30. So I was like, fine, I will move stuff around for you. I will play at 8:30. So then I messaged him at 7. And I said, hey, Emvee, 8:30 still good? And he said 9. So now we're playing at 9. And it is currently 8:04. But that's okay. It's the last match. It's the last intro. You guys, some people have suggested to me that they want a podcast. I'm honestly kind of tempted. Like, I obviously don't have anything that I feel like qualified to talk about. However, at least some of you watch this intro, are watching this intro now, I hope. Some of you are loyal. Some of the intro gang is here, showing up as usual. So I'm curious, would people want a podcast? Is that something that people would be interested in? Because, or like not a podcast, but me just talking for like an hour. I think I would have to do a little bit more structure. But the thing is, I don't have any content planned after this match until Sword and Shield come out, which is in over a month, even from when this is posted. It's like 5 or 6 weeks. And like I do enjoy, uploading, and I do enjoy. I feel like I really have to say, like, and I may have talked about this before, but when I was like younger, right, I had a really negative view of YouTube and of YouTube comments specifically, because my only interaction with them had been where, bigger or other people would upload my content, my matches, not my content, but matches that I had played. And I would receive a lot of hate and a lot of, like, comments that I consider to be generally uneducated about the game. Like, I remember I played this, what was, like, a very, very, very difficult match in Massachusetts Regionals. And I was going to lose, but I, like, clawed it back with, like, and I won on timer. It was like a very bad matchup, and I got off to an early deficit, but I won, and I was like really proud of that match. Like, I thought that I played like very well, and like I did really clever things. And people like hated me, partially because I took them to timer, my opponent. I took her to timer, and also partially maybe because I was using Perish Trap, but just in general, I would do things that I thought were really cool and creative, and I would find variations of standard Pokemon. And I would I really felt like I was innovating, and I really felt like I was doing cool stuff, and just the general comments were like, everybody uses the same Pokemon, meh. Like the usual YouTube stuff, right? The usual stuff. And it was really disheartening because this is a game that I care a lot about, right? This is my 10th season playing VGC. I've played Pokemon even in a VGC sense longer than this, right? And this thing that I was so passionate about, and apparently that I was good at, that I was winning tournaments for, and doing well generally, like, nobody seemed to appreciate that, right? People just saw what they wanted to see. They weren't actually curious. Like, they didn't care about what the truth was. They just saw what they wanted to see, what they'd been told to believe. Nobody talks about second in the world using Executor in 2012. Nobody cared about that. They cared about the winning team at Garchomp and Rotom W, right? Like, nobody references that. That team got second in the world with Executor. When's the last time you heard somebody talk about that? You hear about Sajin's Pachirisu, but that's the outlier, right? And now that's being used as the counter example, right? VGC is all the same except for Sajin. I didn't hear anybody talk about the Umbreon that got second at Worlds, right? There's a lot of really cool stuff that happens, and people don't really care about that. And it's frustrating as a player. So where am I going with this? My point is, for a long time, I thought that people who commented on YouTube were not people I wanted to interact with, right? I had a lot of contempt for general commenters. It's really frustrating to care so much about something and just feel unappreciated, right? I think a lot of people, even if you don't play in VGC tournaments, can appreciate that, right? Think about, like, dedicating a decade of your life to the game and, performing really well, or, winning tournaments or doing things that you think are really cool, and just catching, like, hatred from people who don't know you. Like, that can be really disheartening. And so my point in all of this is to say, I want to thank you guys. Really, truly, really thank you. This season in particular, and I've known this for a while, that I honestly really like you guys. Like, I read every comment that's posted on my videos. Sorry, I'm just dragging this down so I can make sure I don't cut out audio. But I read every comment on my videos, and it makes me genuinely like I like posting content at this point because I like reading your comments. And it's like very sweet for me. Like, you might think it's like, I guess I didn't really solve the problem, because now, like, nobody talks about the game. They only talk about the intro. But I really like that, right? Like, last week, I got, 100-something comments, and almost all of them were about stuff that I had said in the intro, or about me, or about things that I did, and that felt really good, because it really feels like I have, like a dialogue with you guys, right? And it's also kind of nice because, I don't know, like, I feel like you and I have a relationship apart from how I do in this game, right? Like, I feel like when I first started creating content... No, that's not true. Throughout my journey in VGC, I've had highs and I've had lows, right? My first 2 seasons were crazy strong, right? I had two first place at Nationals. My first 2 seasons are first Regionals, first Nationals, 6th at Worlds. Second Regionals, first Nationals, 2nd at Worlds. So I had a really strong 2 seasons to start. But after that, I had some slower seasons, right? 2013, I didn't have any real big performances. I got top 16 in a couple regionals, top 32 at Worlds. 2014, I top cut a couple regionals, but no wins. Made it through LCQ, got 9th at Worlds, bombed Nationals, right? 2015, I won 2015, I had a strong-ish season, like 2 regional wins, a regional second place, a regional top 8 Nationals, top 6, 12th at Worlds. missing top cut on resistance. And 16 I did well, 17 I did okay, 18 I did okay, mostly bad, 19 I did mostly bad until the end, then did good, then did bad. So I've had ups and downs, right? And something that I always kind of felt disillusioned with was when I was doing well, like everyone wanted to talk to me, right? Everyone was like, wow, Wolf, you're so great, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this is nice. Like people really value me. And then as I started to do worse and worse, where I would be on a lower period, people would they would forget, or, nobody really cared anymore, right? They were like, oh, you were good. Now you're bad. We don't care anymore, right? And for me, it was tough because, not tough. I wasn't really losing sleep over this or anything, but, from my perspective, I was like, I'm the same guy, right? My accomplishments haven't changed. It's just recency. I'm still the same person you wanted to talk to, when I won nationals a month ago, Why now, do people not care? And I don't care about people caring, but it seemed inconsistent, right? And then I won Worlds, and everyone was like, Wolf, you're so great. And then, the last few years, falling off, and then I won Nationals. So, it spikes, goes up and down, right? But what I'm saying is, with this, of course you guys care if I win or I lose, but it doesn't feel like... You're still going to... Whether I win or lose this battle, or whether I win or lose this league, I still trust that you're going to be either in the next one. So, I think I got a little off track. I think what initially I was saying was... long story short, I'm very grateful for you guys, and I really appreciate that, you don't just comment on, oh, Wolf, you played so good, which of course I do appreciate. I really like that you guys watch the battle as well. My main focus here is obviously Pokemon, but through whatever the heck I've been doing with intros, I feel like we have a little bit more than that. And the things, the stuff that I talk about in my intros and the stuff, I don't plan my intros for the most part. If I think I'm going to do a big one, or if there are things I don't want to forget, I'll take notes. So it'll be a word, like jellyfish, right? And that's it, right? And then I just kind of talk. I didn't plan any of this. I didn't actually know what I was going to talk about when I started recording. And so the fact that we have that, there is discussion, or, you guys are reacting to my thoughts on something that are just my pure, my true thoughts. I'm not really filtering any of this. You can probably tell that this isn't scripted, right? I didn't plan any of this. All I'm trying to say is it's nice, and I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. It's a very different experience than watching some of my top gameplay and, people complaining, versus this, which is probably not always my top gameplay, but, yeah, it's just nice. I don't know if I've worded that eloquently, but I want to say thank you. And I don't really know why I started doing intros. I think it's because people were late to matches, and so I would start recording when they were supposed to show up, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just a mandate from heaven. Maybe I just was, struck by an idea. My hair's really bothering me. I'm going to fix my hair. Hang on. 1 second. Anyway, I think what I was saying is I don't know why I started doing intros, but I'm very glad that I did, and I'm very glad that you guys watched them, because frankly, most people probably wouldn't watch this kind of content, right? There's no real content here. It's just me talking. If you actually think about it, there's there's nothing here, right? It's just me. It's just me talking with no... If you were to say, okay, there's a guy who plays a video game and is sometimes good and sometimes very bad, and he's just going to talk for 5 minutes to an hour, are you going to skip that part? Are you going to go to the main content, right? You would probably say yes. So the fact that I do this weird thing that nobody else does this, right? Nobody else that I know of delays their content. The actual intro here is going to be longer than the battle, certainly, because the battle can only be an hour. We have a guaranteed intro to be at least as long as the battle. If it goes to time, I'd be shocked, but it is possible. Yeah, right? That's strange on paper, right? But I'm really glad that I do it, and I'm really glad that you guys watch, because, of course... Yes, nobody else does this, so on the one hand, it's from me, but on the other hand, if you guys don't watch it, then there's no point, right? I can very easily picture a comment section very angry about the fact that I do these long intros. I mean, people, we see people who are just skip to the battle, right? Oh, should I have music for this? Maybe I'll ask Uzi to edit this one. Just put some music in. Anyway, that was a rant. But yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Am I making myself clear? All that's to say is I wouldn't mind doing a podcast. I don't know what percentage of people would watch a podcast, right? I don't know what percentage of people who watch my videos are most of the comments are about the intro, but that doesn't mean that most of the people watching the video don't just skip to the battle. So I am aware that that's probably a good percentage of the people. But yeah. Also, there's been like some really nice stories. Like I know one person says that they like use this to prepare their meals. Like they prepare meals while this video is going, because obviously this one's going to be a long one. Let me tell Emvee. Okay, just let me know. Alright. Yeah. Like, there's been a lot of nice stories. Actually, there was a girl who I need to respond to. She asked me to do an intro. Oh, she said that her and her friend watch like the WBE every week, the matches, and it's his birthday coming up, and asked me to do like a little video, so I got to do that. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of nice stories out of this, and I don't know. I've become kind of disenchanted over the years with the general community and stuff, just having been around for 10 years and seen some bad stuff. But I'm really glad that we have this forum. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about that before I keep rambling. I think I've said my piece. I went to the beach this weekend. I went to North Carolina. There was very bad traffic. On the way back, it was super bad. I was about to explode. I haven't thought about traffic, though. I wonder, like, do you guys think that So, I want to complain about traffic, right? Because I was stuck for, like... I was supposed to be a 5-hour drive. It took me, like, 7, which is really annoying. Of course, there's worse traffic. I recognize that. But I almost wonder, like... And this is a thought I had while I was driving. Do you think that by virtue of being in traffic... Like, you're part of the problem in a sense, right? Like, you being in traffic is contributing to traffic as a whole. So do you think it's that if you're in traffic that you're not allowed to complain about traffic? Because by being in traffic, you're making traffic worse for other people? You know? Like, obviously, everyone in traffic feels that they don't want to be in traffic, right? But somebody in traffic, like, it's everyone's fault, you know? It's equally everyone's fault for the most part. Like, barring accidents or whatever causes it, like, once you're in traffic, you're kind of all in it together. So that's a thought I had. I wonder if it's wrong to complain. Not wrong morally, but, like... Is it like, you know... Stubbing your toe on purpose and then being like, ow, my toe hurts? Does that make sense? Does that analogy make sense? Yes. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna get some water. Fill up this glass so that it can be empty by the time I start recording. Give us all a little break. Think about the content of what I just said. Especially me. I am returned. When we were at the beach, my friends and I, it was just like raining or something. It was raining. It was like Saturday night, and we were like, let's go down to the water. It was like a couple blocks away. We were like, we can walk to the water. It was like 15 of us in this house. It was quite a lot of people. I had a very good time though. But it was very many people. Yeah. Really fun. I didn't know some of them because it was like one of my friends from high school. It was his family's house, so we all went down. Have you ever had like one of those? You know when like somebody plans something for like a while and it seems like really, really like a very big undertaking, you know? And you're like, this seems like a really big undertaking, and me and my friends, I am very stupid. My friends are very smart, but the average intelligence of my friends and I are probably brought down because I am a part of that group. And so, you know, like it was like a very big undertaking. Like, think about feeding 15 people for like up to a week, right? I went for 4 days. I left Thursday after work and then got back Sunday afternoon. So it was like Thursday to Friday to Saturday. Like, okay, like 2.5 days for me, but some people were there for like, let's say 5 days. And 15 people is a lot of people. Like, feeding 15 people for multiple meals is very difficult, right? And that's just one thing you have to think about. Like, logistics, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Sleeping situation, you know? Like, it just seemed like there was a lot of places where it could fail. So I was very surprised that it went off without really a hitch. My friend just, right before this, actually, he texted me and he was like, hey, you know, most people for this weekend owe me like $80, but I owe you $20 because I bought some food, because I don't drink and I don't eat meat. And so it was like a shocking difference. I think I spent like probably $40 on food. That can't be right. I think he's done something wrong, because feeding me for 3 days is still a lot of me to feed, you know? Yeah. Do you guys have board game recommendations, by the way? Like, I haven't bought a new board game in a while. Have I talked about board game night? I'm going to talk about board game night. Every Thursday, I think I've talked about this, but every Thursday, my roommate and I host people, a bunch of our friends and anyone else who wants to come, like friends of friends, etc., for like a weekly board game night, and we make pasta for everybody, and then we like eat and we chill, and then we like play board games, whatever. But I've had the same games for a while. I've had the same games for a while, so I feel like I should get a new one. The problem though is that like a lot of my favorite games don't work for like big groups of people. You know? Like, I really like Dominion, which is an amazing game, and I really recommend. If you're looking for like a deck building game, I feel like Dominion is one of the best. Dominion's probably top 2 favorite board games. It's really, really good, but it's like you can't play it with more than 4, maybe 5. I think 4 is the maximum amount of people you can play it with, and so, you know, with me and my roommate, that's already 2 people. So we never really have 4 or fewer people. It's normal. Like, the average is probably closer to 8. Smaller are like between 5 or 6. Big ones go up to like, I think we hit 16 once. We may have hit 18 once, but average is like between 8 and 10 probably for a board game night. And so there's like, it really limits the kind of games we can play. So if anyone is good like group games, like 8 to 10 people, we've got like One Night Ultimate Werewolf, Bang, Coup, have the expansion for Coup, Spyfall, like those are all good ones. But yeah, I don't think people are bored of the games we play, but it would be nice to get a new thing in the mix as well. Yeah. I should do laundry, but it was like this awkward thing where like I didn't think it would finish the wash cycle by the time. How do I describe this? Like, I wanted to record this, so I didn't finish the wash cycle would be done, and then I would be able to dry it before I started recording. So now I still have to do laundry, and I have to do laundry because I need like one shirt, which is super dumb. But normally I have this like drying rack. You can actually see it right. Hang on. Right there, folds up. Boop, boop. And, like, it only fits so many clothes, and then I have to hang them all over my, like, room. But there's not that many hanging spaces. Like, I hang them, like, right here on the door handles. There and there. And then I open the doors, and then I hang it, like, over the top up there. How did my hair still go back to being bad? I put stuff in it. Oh, I need a haircut. What is this doing? What are you doing? I don't ask for my hair to be good. I just want it to, like, not be terrible. I need a haircut. Anyway, so the good news about doing my laundry early is that I can just use the drying rack. Hopefully, I won't have to like break out into, you know, all the storage. Yeah. Should I do a team report in the Farfetch team? Is that something people are interested in? Guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this for an hour. We're at 25 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Let's just stop the video. Let's just end the video right here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. This has been WBE Finals, the final match of the season. I really hope you enjoyed. It was an amazing match between myself and Emvee. Emvee. Very nice. Bleh. I like Chimpact. But I think Chimpact thinks I'm weird. But that's okay. I am weird. I wish Ray would come back. Ray, I miss you. Will you come back? Ray! I don't have a rival. Isn't that lame? I had a rival and then he dipped. That's so lame. Ray, come back. This is bull honky. Think about that. Think about me. Ray, I played in 2011 to World's Top 8. He beats me. I play him in World's Finals 2012. He beats me. And then he dips. And then he plays at events that I'm at and we don't play against each other. I had a rival. It was fun. Like, I lost, which was not fun, but it was fun having like a rival. Right? I never got my redemption. Never. He just dipped. He went to Japan. He said if somebody won twice, he'd come back, but nobody's won twice. Ray! Come back to the village, Ray. Sakura misses you. Come back to the village! Honestly, though, I'm happy for Ray. I think he's doing well. He got out. Ray was a good rival. He, like, wasn't I don't know. Like, the people who have tried to be rivals with me nowadays, like, I don't know. Like, Ray was really good. That's what was nice. Is like, it was nice having a rival who I could, like, respect as a player, you know? Like, Ray beat me twice. That was, like, actually really cool. There have been other people who I've lost to twice. Then there's been a couple people who I've lost to twice and haven't played against, but not in the same kind of, like, high stakes way, and not in a way where I felt, like, really good about the gameplay as well. Like, of course, the matches weren't, like, perfect with Ray, but obviously. But I like, could respect, I don't know, I respected Ray as a player. And I never had another rival. Like, Aaron, Zhang, and I had a lot of good matches, but we were, like, too good of friends, you know? Like, I didn't really want to beat Aaron in the same way I really wanted to beat Ray. Like, if Ray won, then I was mad. Because I was like, dang, Ray beat me. But when Aaron would beat me, I was like, damn, I don't like losing, but, like, I'm happy for Aaron, right? Ray, I wasn't happy for you when you beat me. I know you were happy. I wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to be, there's a type of friendship rivalry, but it's not the same as, like, rivalry. Right? And Marcus and I were never rivals. Marcus is just better than me. You have to at least have a chance. Yeah, and again, Marcus and I were, like, best friends, so it's, again, like, that one was, like, I would win. If I beat Marcus, I would feel sad. Yeah. It was like you lose regardless. That's honestly how it felt. When I played Marcus in tournament in high stakes, I played him twice at Worlds. And once in Australia, which wasn't as big a deal. But yeah, like, playing Marcus at Worlds, it was like, it was like, if I win, then I lose. And if I lose, then I also lose. I don't know if anyone else relates to that. I guess World's Top 4 was a little bit different because of, like, I don't know, it just felt different. I guess when I played Marcus in top 4, it felt like it couldn't really have gotten any better in terms of our placement. Like, if we were gonna play, like, it was almost a good thing that we played, because that meant we were both still in the tournament in top 4, you know. But Worlds 2014 when we played, that was just sad. We were 2-1, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2-1. I played Parangon. Then I played, who did I play round 2? Toller. Then I played, was it Human at 3-3? Or 2-1? I mean 1-1, round 3? I don't remember. I think it was Human, Marcus, Tony, Sakiem. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting when you play for a lot of years. It's always interesting going up against the same people multiple times. Although I feel like I haven't felt that in a while. Like, I haven't really played anybody. I've played people multiple times recently, but it hasn't felt like anything. It just feels like, I don't know. It feels like nothing. I feel nothing. I've lost my emotions. I'm ready to become Dark Wolf. This is Dark Wolf Saga arc. But, like, I don't really want to be Dark Wolf. I just feel like Dark Wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like, my actions don't feel like changing, but my mentality does. But I don't really want to, yeah. I don't really want to do anything. But inside, I'm Dark Wolf. Outside, I'm regular Wolf. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do an hour-long intro? To be fair, we're halfway done, but to be fair, this is the most difficult thing I've ever attempted. This is so hard. The thing about Ray coming back is if he beat me again, that would be so bad. If I lost to Ray in 2020, after an 8-year hiatus, that would be so bad. That would be so bad. Oh my god. Ugh. Maybe it's a good thing he's retired. Nobody remembers how Ray used to beat me up. When Ray beat me at Worlds, you know what he did? Let's pull. We're gonna pull this up. Our Worlds 2011 stream wasn't streamed. Yeah, it's on. Oh my god, let's add this here. Add window capture showdown. Nice. Like this move? Like this move, guys? Okay. I'm gonna leave the sound off. Alright, watch this. Okay, look! Oh, I have it on faster speed. Look at what he does. Ready? So he like leaned over me. Did you guys see that? Ray, why did you do that? Look at this. You guys like little 2012 Wolf? This is the first time I grew a beard, right? Like, look, hang on. How do I do this? He like, oh, wait, it's not working. He like gets up out of his chair and like leans over. Look at how sad I am. I was like 16. Why did he do that? Look at how close he gets. Why did he put his face so close to mine? Why did he do that? He never told me. Why? I don't understand. Like, handshake is like, you are here and Ray is down in the chair. But he stands up and leans when he beat me. Why did he do that? I never knew. Ugh. Why did he do it? I don't understand. I just don't understand. I just want to know. Why? Why did he do it? Does anyone know? Why did he do it? I have never leaned over anybody. The way that it felt, he was like so close to me. I don't know why he did it. He didn't do that in 2011. He changed. Ray Rizzo changed. Why did he lean over me? Does anyone know? Has anyone even seen that before? Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I honestly have wondered about this for years, if you couldn't tell. I should have asked him. I never asked him. Should I text him? No, he's in Japan. He doesn't want to hear from me. But why did he do it? Can we get some theories in the comments? Why did he lean over me? I was a kid! I did nothing wrong. I lost on a misclick. Why did he lean? I didn't lose. I might have lost anyway. But why did he lean over me? That's all I'm saying. It was very strange. It haunts me to this day. Not the loss, but the lean. You know? Why did he lean over me? Why? He had a weird handshake too. Let me find that. Let me see if you can see. I feel like the handshake was weird. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a weird handshake. He only uses one hand. I remember it being two. But it looks like it's just one. My memory appears to be faulty. But it was weird. I don't really know what to say about it. It was weird. I want my blanket. I don't want to talk about this. Why are you guys making me talk about this? You guys are so mean. This blanket is dope. I even bought a comforter because I'm an adult. I didn't have a comforter for a long time. Let's turn the lights off. Let's turn the lights off. Oh, I've reached an impasse. I don't want my hands out of the blanket. I can do this. This is really hard. This is very difficult. Okay. Should I tell a ghost story? Guys, we're having a sleepover. It's a nice sleepover. We're having fun. We're kids. We can stay up late because it's summer vacation. It's a sleepover. I am the darkness. This is an interesting frame. Should I make a horror movie? I feel like I look very different with this blanket over my head. I'm gaining heat rapidly. This isn't necessarily what I predicted. Should we do ASMR? What happens if I do this? What happens if I do that? Hello? Honestly, this looks like something. This looks like I'm gonna be haunted. I wish I'd paid somebody to like hide out of frame the whole time and then jump out. That would have been so smart. Oh, I don't have anybody who can do that. Oh. Right. There's nobody. There's nobody who can hide out of frame and jump out. Nobody at all. Anyway. This probably isn't the best way to prepare for my very important match. My most important match all season. But you know what? You can't always prepare optimally. Sometimes you owe it to the viewers. You owe it to the viewers to provide content that they don't want. You guys think about that? You don't know what you want. You know what you want. And I'm giving you something that explicitly is not what you want. Did anybody ask for this? Does anybody want this? I am having a hard time here. 1 hour intro is beyond my capability. I don't think I can do it. Let's just end the video here, guys. Let's just go ahead and end the video. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an amazing WBE season. How am I going to do a battle after this? This is ridiculous. Nobody in their right mind could play a game of Pokemon after this mentally exhausting, draining, impossible feature. And now it's dark and I'm tired. Oh, I'm my own worst enemy. Oh, I've killed myself. Oh, very bad. Very bad. I use Swagger deodorant because Swagger is a Pokemon move. A-Drive says good luck. Thank you, A-Drive. I will use your luck. I do feel better about this run. I think at 50 minutes, in 10 minutes, I'll do the team builder and I'll talk about what I'm doing. That's the plan. Until then, we're just chilling. I wrote a couple other things. Guys, I don't want to be political, but this is actually something... Okay, can we take a step back and separate politics from my video from right now for a second? I was thinking about it. So the minimum wage... this is probably not the right thing to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. The minimum wage is $7.25, which if you work for 8 hours a day, for 5 days a week, for 52 weeks out of the year, amounts to $15,000.80. That's, like, not enough money to live. Just, like... I know minimum wage isn't supposed to be, like... I was thinking about this because I have friends who, like... Oh, he says he'll be ready in 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, we gotta do it now. Okay, we're not talking about minimum wage. Alright, we gotta get ready. He'll be ready in 15. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, we gotta talk about the team. What's the lighting? This is fine. Like, $7.25 is literally not enough to live on. You could work for 80 hours a week and still, like, be struggling in some places. Right? That's like, I don't know. We don't have to talk about it because we have to get ready for the video. Alright, let's open up Showdown. Let's do this. Alright, cool. 10 to 15 minutes. Let's log out of my alt. Let's reconnect. Let's go back here. Let's hide this. Alright. I feel like this might actually be the better one. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we should do. Okay. Cool. So, WBE Finals. We're finally here. We are finally here. It's been a long season. It's been, what? 13 weeks of regular season, top 16, top 8, top 4. 16 weeks? This is the 17th week of the battle. Meaning I've played, this is my 17th game, which is actually crazy. This is like, it feels like so many games. This is less than any VGC tournament, unless you play only 2-0s. Unless you do 2-0 like every set. I mean, I guess a 7-round regional, but any 8-round regional you'll play at least as many games. Because it's funny because it feels like so many games. it just feels like so many games, but really it's about as many as a VGC thing, but it's been going on for way longer. So it's been a really long season. It's been a tough season. We had 3 losses in the regular season to Duncan, to Vivid, and to PokeAim. Duncan didn't make playoffs. Joey was knocked out by Vivid. Vivid we beat last week. So this week we're going up against Emvee, who has 2 wins and 0 losses against me in singles draft leagues. I've never beaten him. And he's a scary player. We've never beaten him. So I am really apprehensive about this. I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I don't think it's perfect. I think we very well could lose. Let's talk about Emvee's team. It's important. Emvee's team, on the other hand, is Azumarill, Victini, Dugtrio, Togekiss, Heracross, Ditto, Drapion, Registeel, and Rotom. Very nervous. There's a lot of pressure on Emvee here, in addition to me. He's beaten me twice, so that's good for him. However, he's never won a league, I think. I don't think he's ever won a league. And this is the last big league of Gen 7. He may have won leagues, I don't know, but I know he doesn't win. I feel like he's notorious for having trouble winning. Oh, you can see my screen. Oh, you can see my screen. Okay, well, you can see my screen. Yeah, so I'm gonna give the win to Emvee. Emvee really wants this win. It means a lot to him, and so there's a lot of pressure on him. We're not gonna give him the win. That's a fact. Emvee's team: Azumarill, Victini, Dugtrio, Togekiss, Heracross, Ditto, Drapion, Registeel, and Rotom. So, here's the thing about Emvee's team. He's got a lot of big threats. Azumarill, it can be Belly Drum, it can be Z-Belly Drum, it can be Whirlpool, it can be Whirlpool Parasong, it can be Assault Vest, and it can be random Z-move as well. It doesn't even need Belly Drum to do huge damage because of stupid huge power. It gets Aqua Jet for priority, which is a big problem. I think he's almost certainly going to bring it. I think he probably should bring it. It's one of his best sweepers. So he has Azumarill. Ditto. If Emvee's looking at my team, Ditto transformed into Excadrill with Earthquake, Iron Head, Mold Breaker especially. Mold Breaker, Excadrill, Ditto transforms into that. Emvee's weak to Ditto. Emvee's weak to Mold Breaker, Excadrill. He's got very few answers to it. So if he brings Ditto, he has the chance to reverse sweep my team. He could bring Air Balloon, he could bring Scarf, he could bring Shuka Berry, probably not. He could bring Air Balloon, Scarf, he could bring Leftovers, he could bring some other weird item, random Z move, probably not, right? Air Balloon, Scarf, Leftovers, I think those are his best options. Maybe Red Card or Eject Button. Ditto also can turn into Tornadus to get some health back. Tornadus normally can't damage Tornadus that much. I can take a Jigglypuff. It's really good for scouting, because in the finals especially, in the finals especially, he knows that I'm going to be bringing some weird stuff, so to be able to scout my moves and better make information is honestly a huge deal. Drapion, on paper not that threatening, but really, really good at beating Gengar with using Pursuit, and Duosion with Knockoff and Pursuit. Both of those Knockoff and Pursuit. It can be Assault Vest, and it can also be offensive. It has Aqua Tail, it has Swords Dance, and it basically is naturally higher than Excadrill, so it's a big threat. Dugtrio, Aerial Ace, Virizion is actually a pretty big threat on my side. That's another reason Ditto is good, because if I try to use boosting Virizion, Ditto could counter it. I do think he might leave Ditto, frankly. Dugtrio has Aerial Ace, it can trap Jigglypuff, it can trap Excadrill. It actually outspeeds Adam and Excadrill in the sand with Choice Scarf, so you have to be really careful about that. It's Tornadus with Stone Edge, it can set Stealth Rock, it can use Memento, it has a lot of good support options. Heracross I don't think is coming. Registeel is actually a big threat, and probably out of everything, Registeel and Victini are the 2 Pokemon I'm the most worried about going into the match. We'll talk about that. Registeel gets Setup, gets Stealth Rock, gets Toxic, gets Sub, gets Magnet Rise, gets Seismic Toss, gets Earthquake. Very, very bulky, extremely difficult to remove. Gets Counter, as I know. It's just a super scary Pokemon, and yeah, I'm really worried about Registeel in this matchup. I think that's why I'm really so worried about this match, is because I didn't really prep. I left some big holes to Registeel. So I'm hoping that I can. The thing is, Registeel can be a huge problem, but it can't beat everything. I should have a counter to it somewhere on this team, because it can't have all of its moves, but until I know what the moves are, it's a big problem. Rotom Ghost Formy. I don't really have anything for Rotom Ghost Formy. It's his only real answer to Sandrush Excadrill. Everything else could, in theory, get bopped by it. Sandrush Excadrill beats Victini, beats Dugtrio, beats Azumarill Z-Ground. Nothing can switch into it. Beats Ditto, obviously. Drapion, it beats Heracross. It gets Aerial Ace 4. It can chunk Sceptile at +2, or it can chunk it with the Iron Head. Registeel it beats, and Togekiss it beats. So I think he is forced to bring Rotom Ghost. I think he has to bring Rotom Ghost. If he doesn't, he just loses to Samrush Excadrill on paper. Mega Sceptile. Initially, I thought that wasn't big a deal, but it gets actually Swords Dance and Outrage. It outspeeds everything on my team. It's a huge threat. Outrage, Dragon Claw gets really annoying coverage moves. It gets Leech Seed. It could be really problematic. Togekiss, I don't think he's bringing. It could be problematic if he does bring it. It gets Nasty Plot. It gets the Fighting. It gets Air Slash. It gets Heat Wave. I am a little worried about Togekiss. I hope he doesn't bring it. If he does, I could just lose to it. Togekiss my team is so good against Togekiss, so I just hope that he didn't bring it. That's the truth. That's all I got for you guys. I'm sorry. And Victini is a huge problem. Victini in paper loses to Jigglypuff. Nothing switches into Ban V-Create other than Jigglypuff. It gets good coverage moves and electric type moves. Stop making that noise. Unfortunately, it also gets Calm Mind and Z Focus Blast. So, it can even beat Jigglypuff. Even max HP, max special defense Jigglypuff loses to, like, +1 Z Focus Blast is a chance to OHKO. So, he has some big threats. The biggest ones I'm worried about are Victini. Togekiss I'm banking on not coming. Registeel is a big one. Yeah. So, you might think, that sounds pretty bad, Wolf. And you might be right, but I do think that we have some tools here. So, Azumarill we have Weezing for. Let's just go through his mons one at a time. For Weezing is here for Azumarill. It outspeeds Max Speed Jolly Azumarill. Sludge Bomb to Z Sludge Bomb with Rocks Up, or with Sand Up, or with any chip on Azumarill will KO even Max HP, Max Special Defense Azumarill. You also have Taunt for Perish Song. Taunt, I was really torn on the last thought. I wanted Infestation for Drapion. I wanted Taunt for Registeel for whatever. I wanted Haze for Registeel in case it's set up. The end I decided on Taunt. It's the best neutral middle ground play. Toxic Spikes probably aren't going to be very good here, but I didn't really have better moves. I thought about Stockpile. I thought about like Stockpile Infestation, but really it's just asking to get crit with Pain Split as your only recovery. It's not very good. If you see Z-move on this thing, if he has Knockoff Azumarill, then thinking. If he has Knockoff Azumarill, then like he'll see that I'm Z-move. He might expect Z Haze. Z Poison chunks a lot of this team except for Registeel, Ditto, Rotom, and Drapion. Yeah, Weezing is primarily here for Azumarill. I cannot bring it in until after Azumarill is dealt with. I can't bring it in except on Azumarill, and even then it's kind of iffy. Azumarill is a threat. Ditto, Excadrill, can't touch Weezing. Can poison Tornadus, and that's about it. This Excadrill is built specifically to beat his Dugtrio and Sand. It outspeeds Jolly Dugtrio. Scarf. It outspeeds Victini, neutral nature. Earthquake hits a lot of his team for good damage, and Toxic is really, really annoying for him. Sub-Magnet Rise allows me to sub up on stuff. It allows me to beat Ditto. It allows me to beat Dugtrio. It's frankly a pretty scary combination. And I am a little worried about this just because, like, in the early game, like, I don't have great stuff for, like... He's almost ready. I obviously can't do damage fast to Rotom. I can't do damage fast. I can't do any damage to Togekiss. I can't do any damage. I do damage really slowly to Sceptile, but... On the other hand, this Excadrill can win in the late game as long as, yeah, like certain conditions are met. And it's annoying defensively for him. Next one. Ditto, Drapion's a big threat. So here's the thing. Look at this Gengar. This Gengar beats his whole team except for Drapion. Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball, Azumarill, Ditto. We don't have to worry about speed ties with Ditto because we're Iron Ball. So we switch in Gengar on something that it threatens, or if another condition is met, which we'll talk about in a second, or if another condition is met, Sludge Bomb, Azumarill, Shadow Ball, Ditto, Shadow Ball, Dugtrio, almost OHKOs. Heracross not bringing. Registeel, counter. Rotom, Shadow Ball. Sceptile, Sludge Bomb. Togekiss, Sludge Bomb, Victini, Shadow Ball. Everything on this team gets bopped by Gengar. Everything. And it underspeeds his whole team except for min-speed Azumarill and mid-speed Registeel, which he's not bringing. There's no way. Everything on this team loses to Gengar. However, Drapion destroys Gengar with Pursuit. I couldn't even to live Knockoff. I can't even live Knockoff from Drapion. So Knockoff will KOs with counter. So Gengar is risky here. It really is death fodder in this game. If he brings Drapion, unless he gives me Drapion, which I think is super unlikely, or unless I get lucky, use this in the late game and he goes for Pursuit and I can counter. Other than that, like, Gengar's probably just death fodder here, and if he has Drapion and I can't deal with it, I'm going to have to sack it at some point. It's here to sack, right? But if I eliminate Drapion, or cripple Drapion, or put it in range of being KO'd by Gengar Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, or if he doesn't have it, or if I KO it, I think Gengar can win this game. But again, this is kind of like, it's risky. Dugtrio, max HP, max defense, Yawn, Blastoise. His team has one Blastoise switch in, and that is Azumarill. I think he either needs Whirlpool Parasong or, more likely, Facade. I think he probably has Facade, because if I just launch Scalds, first of all, nothing on his team can switch into Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Water Move. There's nothing on his team that can do that except for Azumarill. That's why I think he needs Azumarill. So the idea here is, I get Blastoise in on, like, Dugtrio, or something that threatens out, and I go for the Yawn. Having Stealth Rock up is really important for this. I go for the Yawn, as he switches in Azumarill, hopefully with Stealth Rock up. Then Azumarill takes a little bit of chip, and now now he's in a situation where he has to choose between switching Azumarill out and letting Blastoise hit something else on the team, which he doesn't know my moveset, so he doesn't know that I can only that there are some mons that I can't hit as well, and getting a big Dark Pulse off, or staying in with Azumarill and letting it fall asleep. Kind of a hard decision. Aqua Jet, 76% to Dugtrio, something to Victini, pick up something that are weak. Rapid Spin, this is my spinner this week. I didn't have room on Tornadus. Heracross, we've got Tornadus for. Registeel is what I'm weak to. I kind of have to rely on Extra Blastoise. I really don't have good answers to Registeel. I hope he doesn't bring it. But if he does bring it, it's still okay. I just need to play around it safely. Like, Extra should be able to beat it. Blastoise can yawn it. Weezing can taunt it. I can counter it with Gengar. Yeah. Rotom, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is here for. Jigglypuff is really important in this game. It's my Victini answer. It's good against Rotom. Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Rest, Sleep Talk with Shed Shell with Physically Bulky. This EV spread takes Adamant, U-Turn, Choice Band, Victini plus 2 V-Creates most of the time. Stealth Rocks being up are really important in this game because I need to wear Victini down. Because, yeah, Victini is a big problem for my team. I need to get in a range of stuff. Emvee says Dan showed him my team. A-Drive has both of our teams, so that, like, if there's a disconnect, no funny stuff happens. Yeah. He's trying to get in my head. It's not going to work. Yeah. Rest Sleep Talk, I was a little, like, torn on. Like, I've brought Rest Gigalith a couple times. I don't know if I've ever actually successfully rested. The other thing about this team, okay, so if he brings Drapion, then he beats Gengar. He needs Drapion to beat Gengar, and he kind of needs Registeel to beat Jigglypuff. But if he brings those two, then he has 2 mons that are pretty weak to Excadrill, and it really limits what other 4 mons he can bring. Like, I think Heracross and Togekiss are both pretty weak, but the other 2 mons that he leaves, frankly, given what I brought, his best options to leave are probably Sceptile, and Ditto, based on my team, but he doesn't know that, right? And so, yeah, this Jigglypuff is here to beat Victini. Victini is a big problem. I'm gonna have to be really careful against it. I have to be really aware of my positioning. Yeah, that's what Jigglypuff is here for. It can switch out of Dugtrio. Yeah, set rocks up. Having rocks on this field is really good. Rotom and Togekiss are the only removal. Stone Edge is really good if he doesn't have Registeel. So the other thing about Gengar is if he brings Drapion, if he brings Registeel but not Drapion, then I think Gengar can win. And if he brings Drapion and not Registeel, then I think even if Gengar gets trapped and KO'd, Stone Edge and Trick Room still does a lot of damage to this team. Like, he can't really switch into Stone Edge very easily. It 2-hit KOs most of his team apart from Registeel. It might 2-hit KO his entire Oko or 2-hit KO his entire team. So for that reason, I think the two of them are good. And unless he brings both Registeel and Drapion, which is going to have its own kind of set of problems, then he's going to be in trouble. Versus, I think, either Gengar or Jigglypuff and Trick Room. And then lastly, against Mega Sceptile, plus 2 Mega Sceptile beats my whole team. On God, it beats my whole team. So, to counter that, we've got Special Tornadus here. I don't think I've ever brought Scarf Tornadus. I may have once before. I don't think I've ever brought Dark Pulse Tornadus. Dark Pulse Tornadus chunks Rotom. It should 2-hit KO most Victini. It definitely 2-hit KOs after Rocks. Scarf Hurricane. I have Hidden Power Ice because I don't want to lose this game on me missing a Hurricane on his plus 2 Sceptile and just losing straight up. So HB Ice Oko's most Sceptile will definitely Oko after any chip. Yeah. Hurricane, his only switch into Hurricane is Registeel. I kind of do feel like he needs Registeel this match. So I have to be really careful there. Yeah. He could bring Z-move Registeel as well, but that's another story. Yeah. And that's kind of the team, guys. That's kind of what I got. So we have 2 goals here. Blastoise is 3 kills behind being the kill leader. And it ties being the kill leader because Lopunny has currently 29 and Blastoise has 26. However, on Alphabet Hacks, it actually gets it. Blastoise wins on Alphabet Hacks. So, oh shoot. Oops, forgot that was still open. Yeah, Blastoise wins on Alphabet Hacks because Blastoise's name is higher than Lopunny's name, that if they tie, then Blastoise will win. So, for that reason, Blastoise getting 3 kills is the first priority. Aqua Jet's good for that. Dark Pulse, Yawn is good for that. The second priority is to win the game. I'm really nervous, honestly. I really am. I'm worried about Registeel. I'm worried about Victini. Oh, that's really loud. I'm worried about Azumarill. We could definitely lose this, and Emvee's a good battler. But the thing is, Emvee has to leave some Mons. And he doesn't know what I'm bringing. He has to respect Virizion, right? If he brings both Registeel and Drapion, which are the 2 Mons that I'm concerned about the most, he has to leave... He has to be really wary about Virizion, who can sweep, right? And Excadrill, who can sweep, because +2 Virizion KOs both those guys, right? If he brings non-Scarf Victini, another Mon that's OHKO'd by Virizion. If he brings regular non-Sapsif Virizion, Mon that's OHKO'd by Virizion. He can bring Dugtrio, but Dugtrio is not like a safe answer to Virizion at all. And then what does he bring? Ditto? Sceptile? Right? I feel like he has to respect Virizion. I feel like he has to respect Excadrill. He has to respect Mold Breaker Excadrill. He has to bring Rotom. Rotom is essential. So if he brings Rotom, Dugtrio, Rotom, Registeel, and Drapion, if he brings those 3 to start with, he has 3 Mons that are OHKO'd by, or chunked by Mold Breaker Excadrill. And what does he do if I bring, like, I don't know, like, Shed Shell, Mold Breaker, Earthquake, right? If he gets it in at the wrong time, what's his switch into that? How does he deal with that, right? I feel like he needs Ditto. It's his only answer, like, as a revenge killer. Maybe I should have brought Shed Shell, Mold Breaker, Earthquake. That actually would have been pretty good. Like, Mold Breaker, Earthquake, and then, like, Aerial Ace. I don't know. I feel like that could have been pretty good. 1 hour! We did it! We did the intro for 1 hour! He said he was peeing 10 minutes ago. What are you doing, Emvee? It's 9. He said not after 9. He has how many seconds? He has 4 seconds to send the challenge. He's already late. I am tilted, but it's not going to affect my gameplay. Okay, let's put the team in the... Let's put the calc in the... You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's put this team in the damage calc. We are in singles, because we are a VGC player. Blastoise's EVs, I think, are a weak point. Maybe I should have run Defog and Tornadus. Maybe I should have just let him have the rocks, honestly. Maybe I should have run Aura Sphere over Rapid Spin. That might have been better. I am very worried about Registeel. I'm very worried about Registeel. I really only have Excadrill to hit it. Yeah, so we'll have to see here. This could go badly. I kind of wish I dropped Rapid Spin on Blastoise, but the rocks. I don't know. The rocks are bad. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's the team. We're probably gonna leave with Jigglypuff and just try to get rocks up. But yeah, we're doing it. Finals of the WBE. I'm nervous, but it's all gonna be over soon. It's all gonna be over soon, and hopefully we can win. I would really love. This would mean a lot to me to win 3 times in a row against an opponent I've never beaten to get the belt. I don't know. I would really love to win this, but I understand that there's a very good chance that I don't. He's probably gonna make me choose. I feel like he's just trying to. Oh wow. That was unexpected. We're gonna have to be really smart here about figuring out his sets and stuff, because Emvee is known for being tricky. Let's do it. Cool. That looks like everything is an item. Cool. Good luck and have fun to Emvee. Let's see what he brings. What he brings is really important. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. No Drapion, no Registeel? Okay, he brings... Okay. No Ditto, I respect it. He does bring Sceptile, that's good. No Dugtrio. He brings... Oh, he brings Togekiss. That's very bad. Okay, so he does bring Togekiss. He leaves Ditto. He leaves Dugtrio. He leaves Heracross. And he leaves Rotom. So, if I brought Scarf Excadrill, I feel like I would just beat him. Straight up. I'm concerned about the Registeel, but I think I have to lead with Jigglypuff here. He's got some weird stuff. I wasn't expecting all this. Togekiss is a problem. It could be Z fighting. He could be Scarf Victini Z fighting Togekiss. Like, Nasty Plot Z fighting kind of looks like a problem. We're going to do it. On the other hand, extra drill behind a sub looks very strong here. Although, Although, yeah. Why did he bring these mons? Extra drill behind a sub looks really strong, however, Magnet Rise is totally useless. I'm really surprised. I feel like Mold Breaker Extra would have just been so good here. I think the decision not to bring Ditto was good, and honestly, I think the decision not to bring Dugtree was also good. I think he brought the right mon, so it's going to be difficult from here on out. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Ideally, he leads Victini or Togekiss. If he leads Registeel, we might be in trouble right away. Okay, he does lead Victini. So that's interesting. Let's see, Victini. So he has a kind of safe switching into Registeel here. I could Stone Edge. I think I just want to Stealth Rock. If he's E-Fighting, he's E-Fighting. If he sets up, he sets up. I'm just going to Stealth Rock. Let's see if he has U-Turn. I think he either hard switches or he U-Turns. I'm going to put an U-Turn here. If he goes for the Z move, or if he Will-O-Wisps, that could be kind of problematic. But let's see if he's banned. That's the real question. Let's see what information we can get from here. That's the real question here. Rock Calm Mind could be game ending. Rock Calm Mind here could be really bad. But I don't think he Rock Calm Mind. Sub would also be kind of bad. Sub, Calm Mind, Z fighting fire move? Maybe. But I've run Rock Blast before. I don't know if he would risk subbing here. Let's see. The fact he doesn't lead with Registeel kind of implies to me that it's not Rocks. I think if it's Rocks Registeel, then he leads it. Final Gambit, okay. Not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. Okay. So I don't get Rocks for this game, which is pretty bad. His mons are Togekiss, Azumarill, Sceptile, Drapion, and Registeel. Togekiss, Azumarill, Togekiss, Azu, Sceptile, Registeel, Drapion. Okay. So I'm gonna go Weezing here. I'll taunt the Registeel. Maybe it's a Toxic Spikes. See what he wants to do. That was a mistake. That was a mistake, because now I could lose to Band. I should have gone Blastoise. Nope, I should have gone Weezing. I had a feeling he would go Azu here. Okay, so now he's in a situation where... Because he didn't want me going Excadrill there. So I kind of want to set Toxic Spikes up. I also kind of just want to... Not having Rocks up is kind of bad. I'm gonna Toxic Spikes. He should go Registeel here, I think. In which case I'll taunt it and then get out. I don't think losing Jigglypuff for Victini is that bad, because I really just need Jigglypuff to check Victini, but I might lose to Togekiss. What's Togekiss's base speed? I have to be really careful about that Togekiss now. Base 80. So extra will actually outspeed. So we can always go Toxic. Okay, stays in. What? I could have just Z moved. Pop. Okay. Alright. He's not leftovers. That was a read. I'm just gonna Z Sludge Bomb here. I think he's probably Assault Vest. Yeah, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Dang, that was crazy. Okay, Power Punch, Zoom Roll. That means it's not Whirlpool stuff. He could just switch to Drapion here. I feel like that's not the worst move. He's probably Assault Vest if he's letting me do this. Let's see. So let's pull up a Zoomer on the Calc versus Wheezing. So this definitely KOs if he's not Assault Vest. But with Assault Vest, it won't KO. But I think if he's staying in there, he's Assault Vest. We will take that. Oh my god, we will take that. Bye, boy. Okay, so now he goes Drapion. So now it's Togekiss, Registeel, Sceptile. Togekiss, Sceptile, Registeel, Drapion. I really have to watch out for that Togekiss. I could definitely lose to that Togekiss without my Jigglypuff. I need to make... okay, let's take a step back. Wheezing is now kind of expendable because it can't beat Togekiss. I wish I had Rock Sock. That would be so big right now. I have to be really careful about Togekiss. Togekiss and Sceptile, both big problems. I can't believe he popped there. I mean, honestly, it's probably that was probably the best thing that could happen, but I haven't really dealt with the real threats yet. Registeel, Drapion, Sceptile, Togekiss. Those are the big ones. I wonder if he was Z-move. I don't know. This should be Drapion, I think, but he might be wary about my move since I've... I don't know, or maybe Drapion's Assault Vest. I don't know. I can't switch in... I have to be really careful. How many turns? That's probably the last. Let's see. Final Gambit, Toxic Spike, Sludge Bomb. I should have one more turn of Sand left. Great Wall. Okay. What's this thing trying to do to me? This is a huge threat. I'm going to taunt it. Right? I have no reason to do anything else. I'm going to taunt it. Toxic Spikes were useless. Why did I set a Toxic Spike? So I just raw Sludge Bombed. Seismic Toss. Okay. S-Toss. That's fine. Let's get some chip on this thing, I think. Seismic Toss, Registeel. Sorry, I need to slow down. I'm really nervous, so I have to slow down. Seismic Toss, what else do you have? I really want to get some damage on this Registeel. It didn't do very much. Okay, we're out of sand. He's not leftovers. I think that means he's Z-move. I could go Gengar, but I think he's going to Seismic Toss again. So he's 108 health left. Taunt's gone. He's going to expect me to taunt this turn, I think. So should I just Pain Split again? He's going to expect me to taunt. Should I Pain Split? Should I Sludge Bomb? No, I should taunt. Because he goes into Drapion. He either goes Drapion or Togekiss or he stays in. I'm going to... I feel like he's got some janky item on this thing. Let's pull up Registeel on the Calc. Iron doesn't KO. I feel like he's going to be Z ground. If anything. And Z Steel still KOs me from here, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm going to taunt again. He can go into Togekiss if he wants, but that's Okay, he stays in. Seismic toss again. Okay. Gonna pain split. Is he really concerned about wheezing? Why is he doing this? He's at 58 health. 58 plus 8. I'm gonna have 32. He'll kill me with the next seismic toss. And he has how many turns of taunt left? 1? Should I go extra drill now? Should I go extra drill and earthquake? Should I go blastoise and dark pulse? I'm gonna go extra drill and I'm gonna earthquake. Wait, no. Why would I say? Okay, why should I save wheezing here? This is the thing I am the most worried about. Why should I do that? I cannot KO him with anything else in this team. I can put him down to 36 health unless he's like. Does Zeke ground KO extra drill? Zeke ground does not KO extra drill if he's not invested. I'm worried about the berry. Should I be worried about the berry? I think it's worthwhile to sack Wheezing. Wheezing doesn't do anything here for the rest of this game. I'm going to pain split. Let's see if he has the berry. Okay, I could have gone just extra there, but I didn't. Okay, let's go extra drill. Let's see. Custap? Custap explosion? A big part of me feels like I shouldn't have pain split again there. I feel like I should toxic spiked. Or like anything, sludge bomb. Let's go for an earthquake here. Right, or should I sub? Let's sub. Okay, switches. Fortune, that's Togekiss. Don't know why he did that. Custap explosion, maybe. I don't know. Or Custap something. That's something I have to consider. I still don't know what the Z move is. He's not leftovers, so yeah. Let's go for the toxic here. I'm too worried about Togekiss. Switches the. I should have just Earthquake, to be honest. Okay, Drapion. I should have just Earthquake. That was so obvious, but I'm worried about Togekiss, so for that reason I didn't just Earthquake. The switch out here is really obvious, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Gonna Earthquake here. Yeah, I mean it was obvious, but I think I should Earthquake anyway. Okay, Togekiss again. What could it be? Heal Ball, Nasty Plot? Is that gonna be? Would that beat me? Gonna Toxic. Heal Ball, Roost, Nasty Plot. He can't have them all. And Air Slash, but then he wouldn't beat Excadrill. Or I guess he would, but he wouldn't beat, like. Okay, we do connect. Let's see if he has Heal Ball. That's what I'm worried about here. This is not over. I actually haven't done that much damage to the things I'm really worried about here. And I've lost some of my key defensive pieces. Aura Sphere, okay. I wish I had Iron Head. I really wish I had Iron Head. Let's go ahead and sub here and see what item he has. Let's see if we can learn anything about this Togekiss. I don't know if he would bring Heal Bell here. His team is like, with Drapion and Registeel. I don't know. If I had Iron Head, this game would be in so much better position. We're gonna sub up. Deck Grass. Okay, that's Sceptile. Okay. Excadrill versus Sceptile. Let's pull this up. Sceptile. Earthquake is like a 3-hit KO. So if he Swords Dances here... you know what? I'm not risking it. I'm just going to go into Tornadus. Yeah, I'm just going to go into Tornadus here. It's fine. I probably should have taken longer on that turn. Let's see what he goes for. So we've learned that it's Aura Sphere Togekiss. Maybe is he fighting? It's poisoned. Nothing can switch into Hurricane. So if he doesn't Swords Dance here, sub. Okay. Interesting. Wish I Earthquaked. I should have Earthquaked the first time, maybe. No, but if it was, it might be sub SD. I'm gonna Hidden Power here. Or should I just U-turn? No, who am I gonna U-turn into? I'm gonna Hidden Power. I'm gonna reveal I'm Scarf, but I think that's okay. We're Scarf. He can't Oko Tornadus. He might be able to Leech Seed here. SD? Okay, that's fine. Sub SD, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. But I'm Scarf, so it's not a big deal. Do I want to Hidden Power again? I probably do, right? If I had Rocks up. He's just going to go into Registeel, however... I know he's going to go into Registeel. How bad is that for me? I'm just going to Power. He's going to go Registeel, but yeah. I don't think I had another choice there. That has more health than I expected. I think it's probably Custap Berry. Does like nothing. Okay, let's go Blastoise. Go Blastoise. Get it Mega off. Fire off a Dark Pulse. Scarf Torn with Hurricane is going to be really good here, I think. Stealth Rock, okay, that's fine. I'm going to Rapid Spin. He doesn't have a Ghost type to stop it, so, I mean, he can Poison something, I guess, but... I could have just KO'd him, but I'd rather get rid of the rocks. He could be Chesto Resto. Maybe I should have just gone for the KO. He's not Custap. Chesto Resto would be kind of bad right now. T-Wave, okay. T-Wave, Stealth Rock. Fire off an Aqua Jet here. I might get paralyzed. Okay, Aqua Jet, that should pick up the KO here. That's very annoying. That's actually super annoying. Blastoise is going to take some damage here, but Blastoise isn't essential to win the game. That would be nice. That would have been nice. I might take, if I'm going to get paralyzed a couple times, Blastoise might take some damage, but that's so on brand for Emvee. Okay, let's try it again. I really need to slow down. I might have taken too much damage here because I don't really have that much bulk left. Okay, we get rid of the rocks. Get a KO with a Rapid Spin, of all things. This game is just about Togekiss, I think. I think other than Togekiss, he's got Thunder Wave on Registeel. So... So now what? Back into Sceptile, that's okay. I can click Hurricane kind of unimpeded here. Gonna save Blastoise. I don't think I have any reason to keep Tornadus at, or to keep sack Blastoise there. He can sub, but like Leaf Blade comes out, that's fine. 167 into 128. Let's run that calc. Mega Sceptile, 252. Say Jolly. It should be Adamant though. Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade into Tornadus T, which is my Tornadus. Should do, it did 49, which means he's Adamant. Oh, wait, no. It did, sorry, 39, which means he's Adamant low roll or Jolly high roll. So let's see how much Outrage does. Are we in range here? We are not in range. 120 is the maximum damage with Outrage. So I think I'm just going to click Hurricane here and hope that I hit. If I miss, okay, a hit would be huge here. Let's see if he's... Okay, if I can connect this... Please connect Tornadus. This is like one of the most important... Okay. Let's see if he's Assault Vest. Okay, he's Assault Vest, I think. Yeah, he's definitely Assault Vest. He wants to go for a knockoff here. Okay. He wants to go for a knockoff. And if he gets a knockoff, then... Okay. Let's go Blastoise. Yeah, we can't let him get a knockoff here. Knockoff, okay. I didn't see how much health we had, but that didn't do very much. I don't have any real good ways to hit this. Just gonna Aqua Jet for damage. Switches out. This should be Togekiss. Okay. Okay. What do we think the item is on this thing? Like, I want to go Torn, but if I get paralyzed, I could just lose the game. But I don't want to let him just Z fighting into my Excadrill either. Sub Leaf Blade. Hang on, if he's sub Leaf Blade... Oh, Outrage. That's why. Frankly, I don't really want to sit Trick Room. This is really tricky. I kind of just want to Aqua Jet again. Okay, let's think. Is he gonna Thunder Wave here? Because if he does, do I just lose straight up? Kind of, right? I kind of just lose straight up. If he Thunder Waves, I kind of just lose straight up. Now, Aura Sphere, Air Slash, Thunder Wave, Roost? No. That's not what he has. Sacking Blastoise, is that the play right now? Sack Blastoise, switch to Torn. Switch to Torn doesn't get me that much. I'm an Aqua Jet. I honestly should sack Gengar. Air Slash, okay. I should live this. That's good, that's another turn of Poison. That's Toxic Poison too, so it adds up. This time we're going into Torn. That was dumb. But he's not going to Thunder Wave. He goes for Roost. Okay. Roost, Air Slash, Aura Sphere, and one more. Let's see. I wish I knew how much... It did like 60 to Blastoise, right? Togekiss. Air Slash to Blastoise Mega. Huh. It did like 60, so he might be... Is he modest? He looks like he might be like modest max special attack, if I remember how much damage he did. He's modest and close to max special attack. I need to see what this thing is going to do. I'm going to U-turn here. Let this thing take a little bit more damage. How much is Gengar taking from this? From Air Slash? Like chaos. Who should I sack here? Blastoise? God, I'm having so much trouble thinking. We need to keep Tornadus healthy. That's a given. I really don't want to sack Gengar for some reason. I really want to go into Excadrill here. No, I can't go into Excadrill. Tornadus kind of wins this game on its own if I get rid of Togekiss. Provided I have enough sacks left. So let's go into Gengar here. Sorry, Gengar. Time to die. Body Slam. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. I could go for Trick Room. That doesn't help me too much. I'm gonna double out into Excadrill. I don't think he's Z-Fighting's here. I'd be shocked if he yeah. Okay, he switches the should be Drapion. Okay. Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Toxic, and Roost. And this turn he's got to go back into Togekiss, right? The problem, though, is that I don't have Iron Head. I think I should Earthquake. If only I had Iron Head. Ah, that's such a pain. Dang, okay. He has no reason not to go into Togekiss here, except that now I could actually just stay in, but he probably has to bet on me not having Iron Head, which I actually don't, which is a problem. That's annoying. Yeah. I feel like this might be the Z move. Honestly, next time I'm just going to try and counter the Drapion. Let's see. Hang on. Sub. Let's see. 1/16. She's at 2/16 this turn. If I had Iron Head, dude, this would actually be so over. I'm gonna go into Gengar. What a drag. Okay, Roost comes out. The problem is that in this situation, like, he has every incentive to just go for... Like, Gengar Sludge Wave does, like, 0. Sludge Bomb even does, like, 0. Like, I'm not gaining any ground here. I think I'm messing this up. That's how much Hurricane did, so... I just have to be careful with what I do here. Doesn't do 0. That actually doesn't do 0. Let's go for counter. I don't know. I don't think he knockoffs here, but just in case. Ah, that sucks. Yes! Gengar! Yes! Dead fodder! Yeah! And now I'm faster! Now my Gengar is faster! Oh my god, that's a huge deal! That is an enormous deal. Oh my god, he wasn't max attack! That is such a big deal. Oh my god. I guess we save Gengar. Don't let him die. Okay, that's a big deal. He, like... Oh my god. Okay, that's a big deal. We should be able to win this if we get some good... We just need to hit a couple Hurricanes eventually. Let's hit him with... And we can even hit him Power Ice to be safe, depending on this move. He goes for Leaf Blade. Does not crit. We can always sack Gengar, which is our mantra. Okay. Scarf Tornadus here. Has the option to Hurricane. Honestly, U-turn's looking kind of nice. Though, I don't really have a quick way through Togekiss. I'm gonna Hurricane. He's gonna switch to Togekiss. I haven't won this yet because I only really have Excadrill. This game, I'm betting this whole game on Tornadus, basically. We do miss. That's a big deal. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate, I'll be honest. That's very unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have powered. We sack Gengar. That's everyone's favorite time, right? He's at 2/16 this turn. Give me the, Curse Body doesn't really matter. Okay. We finally get Curse Body. Okay. 2/16. Excadrill really only... If only I had Iron Head. This is so unfortunate. I'm going to sub here. He's going to take 3/16 damage. He switches. That's fine. The thing is, Sceptile can't do this forever. Sceptile can only take a couple of these. I see. He can always switch between Sceptile and Togekiss. I see what he's doing. So he probably goes Togekiss this turn. So he's back to 1/16. I see what he's doing. No, he just attacks. Getting a Toxic on this thing might have been nice, but that's okay. Let's go for the Earthquake. This isn't going to do very much damage, but it's non-trivial. That's not enough. It's not like a win, but it is good. Shorn. He probably can predict this. Yeah, he does predict this. It's fine. Now things are a little trickier, unfortunately, because now... I see. So he wants to replay this interaction over and over again. I want to not get paralyzed. Let's pull up Torn versus Togekiss in the calc. If I just hit that other Hurricane, but that's okay. Okay, Togekiss. So it's probably going to do like 40%. How much is Hidden Power Ice? Does like nothing, unfortunately. I could U-turn into Blastoise, sack Blastoise off, but it just replays this interaction. So I think in the end what I have to do actually is... I think I have to Hurricane. We do connect. That's very good. So he needs to hit through Confusion, first of all. That's ironic. If we hit a Hurricane, we will win this game, I think. Not necessarily, actually. We won't necessarily win this game. Because then we have to hit another one on Sceptile. But we have a good chance, I think. We connect. Okay, that could just be the game. We only have Mega Sceptile standing in our way, and we do still have Tornadus with a Scarf in the back. However, what I'm worried about is that... Crit Outrage? Could Crit Outrage get me? Crit Outrage KOs me, actually. So I think the safest play here is to switch to Excadrill and then Earthquake. Switch to Excadrill, Earthquake to make sure he doesn't get a sub up and an SD up, because if I have Hidden Power Ice, I can win this game. Let's see if he subs. The best move for him is sub. That's the right move. I don't know if I made the right move. He needs Crit Leaf Blade. Actually, I don't know if Crit Leaf Blade kills. Honestly. I think we can survive Crit Leaf Blade. Because I do have a lot of HP on this thing. I'm going to Earthquake. Leaf Blade, that's the right move from his end. He has a 1 in 8 chance to win this game, to continue this game. He doesn't get it. Oh, I think we get this. I think we win. Oh, I think we did it. I think there's almost no way for us to lose this because I have Hidden Power Ice and U-turn. I want to go to Blastoise to try an Aqua Jet for the KO, but that's not gonna happen. Outrage comes out. Maybe he wants to make sure that Blastoise doesn't get the KO. How much does Aqua Jet do? It's 4 times resist. I'm sorry, Blastoise. I don't think you could be killer this season. But we're just gonna end it here. He goes for Outrage. And we're gonna end it with Hidden Power Ice. And that's the game. 3-time WBE champion. Sorry about the confusion to Emvee. Again, I think it would have come down to Hurricanes hitting and like he would have had to dodge a couple Hurricanes. And he would have needed a Body Slam para. I think I still could have won, but it just made it a lot easier for me. Hitting 2 Hurricanes, Hurricane first, Hurricane confusing. Yeah. I think, to be fair, if he hadn't gotten the first para on Blastoise, I would have had a couple more chances with the Blastoise to use it as a pivot, but yeah, I mean, Hurricane confusion is definitely a pain. But I don't feel that bad hacking a Togekiss, so yeah. But I'm very, very happy. This has been an incredible season. Yeah, it's been really, really good. Sorry, I'm so drained. I was really stressed during that. I'm really curious to see the team he brought. Some GG. Yeah. Emvee's obviously an amazing battler. Check out his channel. Yeah. 3-time WBE champion. I'm really happy with that. He says GG. Oh, let me say sorry for confusion. Sorry for confusion. And that's the 3rd season of the WBE. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to Dan for including me in this. I really love playing Draft League. It's something that I didn't expect to find such a passion for, but it's even if nobody was watching, I would still even if no one was watching, I think I would still enjoy doing this. So the fact that I can do it and have the opportunity to play in front of all these people is really, really amazing. Yeah, so I'm really grateful for Tadan for including me. A-Drive, go check him out as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm so drained. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. It's been awesome having you guys root for me every week and cheer me on. Thank you to all my opponents who I played. I had some really good games this season. Yeah, and I think that's it. Thank you to the intro gang. If you watch the intro, you're a real one. Yeah, and I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you, hope maybe for some other content before Sword and Shield, maybe not. Otherwise, I'll see you then. Peace.